Chairman Miller and distinguished members of the committee, my name is Debi Koehler-Fergen, and I would like to thank you for inviting me to testify here today. I do so in the memory of my son, Travis Wayne Kohler. I'm sorry. I give God the glory for answering my prayers to be heard. Travis and Richard Luzier lost their lives, and David Snow was severely injured at the Orleans Hotel, as been stated, on February 2nd, 2007. The Federal Review of the Nevada State Agency accurately reflects the fact that Nevada OSHA utterly failed not only my son, but also Richard and the other workers killed or injured. I view the Federal Report on Nevada OSHA's investigative practices as vindication of my allegations in the CASPA I filed that showed clearly supportable evidence for willful or repeat violations that were not cited by Nevada OSHA, even though the owner-operator of this hotel had been previously cited for substantially similar conditions and hazards at other properties. It was clear to lead investigator John Olachea that Boyd Management and the supervisors knew of the dangerous conditions that existed concerning confined spaces, yet Nevada OSHA management would not support those citations and essentially let the gaming company get away with, in my opinion, murder. My son trusted his employer. He never would have dreamt that he would be called upon to intentionally be put in a deadly situation. He is a Carnegie Hero Award recipient for his actions that day, and while proud of him, it is of little consolation for our family. He is desperately missed by me, his dad, Pops, his brothers, Bobby and Brandon, other family and friends. I found it especially troubling to read in the Federal Report that Nevada investigative personnel are completely lacking in many areas of training for the jobs that they are entrusted with. The Federal Report states that 2 employees have conducted fatality investigations in 2009 without the benefit of accident investigation training. How can an agency entrusted to protect Nevada's workforce lack in so many areas of training themselves? There is also a desperate need for family member victims to be heard and included in the investigation process and to be treated with dignity. But sadly, that is not what happened to me personally. I felt misled by Steve Cofield, then acting CAO of Nevada OSHA in Las Vegas, who said I would be happy with the outcome of the case. I'm not sure how reduced citations would make me happy. I am also dismayed to find out from the Federal Report that the case was delayed because Nevada felt the need for further investigation, yet I was told it was due to a scheduling issue between all parties. As a mother whose son had suddenly been ripped from her arms due to a completely preventable incident, it was also very distressing for me to stand in the back lobby of the OSHA offices when Mr. Cofield gave us the investigative report and endure sideways glances of other employees coming to work, watching me cry when told of the reduced findings. No invitation to his office or other private area to ask questions, not even an offer to sit or a drink of water. It was a humiliating and disrespectful experience, and still I have no answers why those willful citations were not given. Unless someone can prove to me otherwise, and I welcome the effort, I will always believe there was corruption in the Orleans case. Powerful companies such as the gaming industry use their political connections to influence such things as the outcome of an investigation, as I believe Boyd Gaming did. Nevada OSHA cannot continue to buckle under these political pressures and needs to stand up and send the clear message that the game is over and give the citations and fines that prove it. And federal OSHA needs to hold them responsible for making the changes set out in the review report. I am very pleased with the outcome of this federal review of the Nevada OSHA office and practices. They did a thorough job of looking for the truth and finding areas that need improvement. I applaud everyone involved for their dedication to make not only the Nevada State Office a more efficient agency, but for trying to ensure that hardworking people can go home to their families at the end of the day. In closing, due to the enormity of the task ahead for Nevada OSHA, I am skeptical that they will be able to implement the changes in a timely manner, and with the urgency it must in resolving these deficiencies. While I want very much to believe they are willing to address all of the issues and make a more effective agency, I personally have a wait-and-see attitude. I would like to for the record, give a copy of the Workplace Tragedy Family Bill of Rights to Mr. Jane, if I can. I urge federal OSHA and Department of Labor not to let Nevada OSHA slide back into complacency. Thank you very much.